once again, please subscribe and click the like button below. Tonight we're gonna read a book, and the title of the book is The Truly Remarkable Day. And the author of the book,
It is written by
Carl Greene, art by Gordon Willman. Are you ready to read, guys? Great. Okay, let's read now. Once there was an olive tree, and on that olive tree was an olive leaf, and under that olive leaf was a small brown hump, and in that small brown hump was Aggie. Aggie was a fuzzy green caterpillar. At least she was when she crawled into the hump and went to sleep. But that was a long time ago, and now it was a long time later, and Aggie was finally waking up. "What a lovely nap," she said, as she uncurled herself up. "Hello, world," she said, as she crawled out of the hump and up into the olive tree to tidy her green fuzz. But she wasn't a green fuzz anymore. Good grief, she said as she looked at her reflection in a dewdrop. "Where is my beautiful green fuzz? It was all gone." It certainly was. There was not a speck of green fuzz on Aggie. "What are these? These dough flappers on my back?" she asked as she looked over her shoulder. Suddenly she remembered something from a day a long time ago before she took her nap. She had been talking to Willibald, and an old worm who everyone said was very wise. One day Aggie Willibald had said on that long ago day, "You will go to sleep, and then a long time later you will wake up and be more beautiful and happy than you can imagine." And he had added, "You will have wings." Aggie had laughed at Willibald. Don't be silly," she had said. "I'm happy right now, and I am beautiful too. Just look at all my lovely green fuzz. I simply couldn't be any happier or more beautiful." Now she wondered if Willibald had been right after all. That is right, guys. Last time on my garden, I saw like this, and it's about to come out. Yeah, that's true. In my garden. In my garden. Yeah, that's true.
Why did you skip?
I did not wait. Oh, yeah. Slowly she stretched one of those doll furs on her back out and out till it tingled. Then the other. Then holding tightly to the edge of the olive leaf with all her toes, she fluttered both doll floppers together apart 100 times. They certainly feel like wings, she muttered when she had finished fluttering. They look like wings too. They are wings, they most certainly are. I declare, I believe I'm a butterfly. How beautiful, how happy. She became happy now, guys. She looked around. The whole world seems to be more beautiful and more happy today, she said. I wonder why. I think I will try out these new wings and go see my old friend and show them my new butterfly self and ask them why today seems so special. And as she flew, Aggie sang a little song that went like this. When I went to sleep, the whole world had turned gray, and I was a fuzzy green thing. But now, here I am, butterflying away. I cannot help waiting to sing. I can't. It's such an incredible day. It is a truly remarkable day indeed. Through why I'm not sure I can say. Though why I'm not so sure I can say. Whoa, she fly into the wormhole and see her old friend. You know, guys, butterflies are really cool and they're pretty also, right? Well, if you don't like butterflies, sure. Or worms? Aggie's first stop was at a hole in the ground. Are you home, Willibald? She called into the hole. It's me, Aggie. Hello, Aggie, said Willibald, poking his head out of the hole. I'll join you in a minute. I'm making a scrambled egg sandwich. Would you like one? Yes, said Aggie, who had no breakfast and was really hungry. Was really very hungry. Soon she and Willibald were munching scrambled egg and sandwiches and talking about the beautiful new Aggie and the truly remarkable day. I knew this would happen to you, Aggie, said Willibald, as he brushed the crumbs from his whiskers, but I do not know why today is so special all over. I agree that it is quite special, but I simply do not know why. If you find out, please come back and tell me. Wow, scrambled egg and sandwich. That's really yummy for breakfast. All right, said Aggie. As she flew away, she heard Willibald's croaky old voice start to sputter. He was singing her song, but he had put his own words to it. This is how it went. I was Willibald, and I thought I could say I'd thought every thought to be thought, but when my old eyes see this wonderful day, I suddenly think I have not. No, sir. It's such an remarkable day It's such an incredible day by George. A truly remarkable day, and so I'm thinking in a quite a new way. I'm thinking in a quite a new way. Ooh, she fly and fly and fly. Who's this? Who's this thing? Oh, is it her? Did she turn again into a squirmer caterpillar? Or she's still a butterfly? What do you think? Let's keep on reading so that she'll know. Okay, what's happened? What? After that... Okay. Oh, this is her and this is... Oh. Meanwhile, Aggie was just flying along when she saw her cousin Martha. Martha was still a fuzzy green caterpillar, and she was crawling up a fig tree trunk. Hello, Martha, said Aggie. What are you doing? Hello, said Martha. I'm crawling up this fig tree trunk to take a sunbath. Who are you? I'm Aggie, of course, said Aggie. Your cousin... cousin? No, said Martha. You are not Aggie. Aggie is green and fuzzy like me. Besides, Aggie is taking a nap somewhere. I am Aggie, said Aggie. I woke up from my nap and all my green fuzz had disappeared. I had these wings. Now I am more beautiful and happy than I ever imagined I could be. Willibald told me it would happen like this, but I didn't believe him. Now I do, and I suspect. Martha, that the same thing will happen to you one of these days. And speaking of days, isn't this a perfectly marvelous one? Why do you suppose it is so marvelous. I don't know, said Martha. I had noticed that it is a particularly splendid day, but I don't know why. And I don't believe that you are Aggie. By the way, you talk as much as Aggie, but you don't look anything like her. And besides, even if you are Aggie, I don't believe the same thing could happen to me. I am as beautiful and happy as I can ever be. All right, don't believe me, said Aggie, a little crossly. Crossly. All the same, it will happen to you. You just wait. I'm waiting, called Martha as Aggie flew away. Aggie don't believe it. Still a little later, there came a small fuzzy voice from the top of the fig tree. It was singing a song that went like this. That may not be Aggie, or maybe it may, but even if Aggie it was, in spite of how she's changed, I'm sure I can say I'll never lose all my green fuzz. And yet it's such an incredible day, my truly remarkable day for sure. I feel somewhat change anyway. Then Aggie flew away. She said, "Now, guys." Aggie flew on and on just about everywhere to see if perhaps any of her other old friends might be there. For a while she followed a long dusty road. It was extremely dusty and made Aggie cough. So she was glad when the road bumped into a hill. It isn't much of a hill, thought Aggie, all brown and empty of flowers and trees. Still, it is a hill, and at its top might be an old friend who can explain to me the truly remarkableness of this day. So even though it is not easy for a new butterfly to fly up a bare brown hill like that, all at once Aggie fluttered up. When she got to the top, she stopped and rested, and then she began to look around. She looked everywhere on the top of that hill, but she didn't see any of her old friends. She didn't see one living thing at all. Just some dead wooden poles nailed together and stuck into the ground. They are ugly, those poles are, thought Aggie. I feel certain that they are ugly and that ugly things happen when with them. And all at once Aggie felt creepy. She didn't want to see those dead wooden poles, not ever again. Not ever again. So she closed her eyes and flew away. Then she flew away. After a while, she opened her eyes again, and it was a good thing she did because not 2 feet in front of her stood a soldier. He was clutching his head and yelling at another soldier. Aggie made a sharp left, turned and floated down to a flowering bush where she could listen to them and not be seen. "It wasn't my fault," shouted the first soldier. "It wasn't my fault," shouted the second soldier. "It wasn't my fault," shouted the first soldier. Again. How boring, thought Aggie. Can't those soldiers say anything except it wasn't my fault? She decided to look around. She was in a cemetery that she could see, but it was for some reason the happiest cemetery she had ever been in. Every flower bounced and waved on its little stem. Every bird tried especially hard to sing in tune. It was decided Aggie a rather remarkable cemetery. Yet none of her friends were around, and Aggie didn't think the soldiers would both talking to a butterfly even if they had stopped arguing so long enough to notice the specialness of the day. So she flew on. And then at last she heard voices below her, young, happy voices who certainly knew all about the remarkable day and were having a picnic and a very good time right in the middle of it. "They are children," said Aggie to herself. "A boy child and a girl child. And although children sometimes like to catch butterflies, these two don't look like that sort of children. So I will fly very, very close to them and try to hear what they are saying." Well, she did, but the problem was that the children were very excited and were talking fast with their mouths full besides, so Aggie couldn't understand too much of what they said. Expect that the boy's grandmother had died last winter, and no, the boy wasn't sad about it anymore, and the girl had done a mean thing to her mother and had said she was sorry but still felt bad about it, only now she didn't anymore. She didn't anymore. And there were some other things like that. Then the boy and girl both said together, "It's truly remarkable." And Aggie felt a shiver run right up her back and out to the tips of her wings till they quivered and fluttered all by themselves. She understood yes, she understood. She certainly did. Oh, not with her brain, because butterflies, even new ones, don't have very big brains. But Aggie understood with her whole self, which was for her a much better way to understand. Oh, wow. How she hopped. She couldn't make Willie bad, and Martha understand too, even if Martha didn't believe she was herself. And as Aggie flew off, she made up some more song to try to help her old friends understand. It went like this. When people are angry, their whole world turns gray, and when they are sad, it turns blue. But something has changed things, and maybe I may begin to know what now do you these days like a new butterfly? It is this truly remarkable day indeed, as someday the whole world will say, as someday the whole world will say. And then she went back home. The end. Thank you guys for watching, and also, you know what I learned? What did I learn is you don't be sad, just be happy forever. And always, always, always truly love the day. And what have you learned? And once again, please subscribe and click the like button below. And bye!